Welcome to the patch notes. Here's what you can expect to see in the June update. Let's start with some of the Blitz changes first. These include initial flag pickup delay from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. This gives the defenders an extra 5 seconds to set up at the start of the round. Increased rally point power time from 10 to 20 seconds. This change should enable the flag carrier and his team to take more risks when a rally point is open. As previously, it was more viable to hold back with a flag setting at multiple rallies. We wanted to see the flag carrier move with the team a lot more in the action. Now when you're actively rallying, your point of view will switch to a third person camera. This is to show you that you're currently in a vulnerable position as you're going through the teleportation animation. But as you emerge at your destination, you will have a very short period of invulnerability and promptly be put back into a first person point of view, giving an overall smoother rally transition. Blitz's first mesh map, Fort, continues to evolve visually with the new prototype meshes in preparation for its final visual pass. This release has significant performance improvements for low-end systems, with reflection environment optimizations and simple forward shading support. Basically, it does away with another shading pass, and this cuts the time required to render the frame. It's been a long time coming, but Unreal Tournament now has voice chat support with dedicated voice servers integrated and enabled by default. You can choose between push to talk and open mic in the audio settings menu, as well as selecting an input device. You can mute players individually using the interactive scoreboard, but you can also limit voice interactions using the communication filter. This enables you to choose who you want to listen to or speak to, whether it be teammates or friends that are currently in your party. You can find this option in the System Settings menu General tab. Animations see several improvements and refinement this update. First person dodge animations have had a lot of feedback since the last patch about the frequency of the offhand popping up on the screen each time you dodge. This has now been significantly reduced. Character specific arm support has now been added. This means that the player model that you currently play as is represented in your first person point of view. So if you play as the Scar model, you'll see Scar hands. Weapon bob in the player options can now be turned down again, reducing the swaying motion while walking. The player lineup sequences at the start of a match have had some reworks, but they're still a work in progress at this stage. The HUD sees more additions, with damage numbers now showing when you're dead, so if you've launched a projectile and it hits your opponent after you die, you can see exactly how much pain you caused. Damage numbers that show up blue represent that your opponent is over 100 health but has no armor currently equipped. The size of the lightning rifle charging bar has been reduced as players that like to scale up the HUD found it intrusive, and the Redeemer HUD scaling issue has been fixed as well. Sound changes include footsteps will now have both decreased volume and shorter audible range from the sound source as occluded by the environment, but louder sounding movements such as dodges and jumps have had their volume increased. The grenade launcher gets some new sound effects, and this is how it sounds. Fix the primary rocket firing sound not playing, and also some attenuation settings on the weapons. Onto effects, and we've updated the flat cannon muzzle flash and the shell explosion, giving it a more meteor feel, I feel. Lightning rifle gets its particle effects updated, and spotting an enemy in the distance with a fully charged lightning shot is much clearer to see. The grenade launcher also sees a few new additions with a particle effect on the secondary fire trail, as well as some new explosions when they detonate. Also, the primary fire grenades have an indicator which clearly show when the grenades are just about to explode. Hubs now give more control to hosts in warm-up mode, giving them light admin powers to remove players from games. But once the game is started, the host will no longer be able to immediately kick a player. Instead, you'll have to vote them out the old-fashioned way. When a player has been kicked from the instance, the game will attempt to kick them back into the hub first, as previously it was going back to the main menu, delaying the process of finding another game if you had been kicked. And finally, this update we have the long-awaited new bio-rifle mesh from community contributor Kazio Hin. If you played the new Unreal Tournament, you will be familiar with his work, as he was the one who made the new flat cannon as well, which is an outstanding piece of work, and he continues that high level of detail in this new bio-rifle. Personally, I love this look myself, and I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm sure there's some minor tweaks to be made in the future regarding animations, visual effects, and also balance changes. Anyways, for the full list of changes this update, make sure to click on the link in the description below. Good luck, have fun out there in the tournament. I hope to see you out there soon.